Alright, this is your boy AOA, and this is AOA to Share with Jaden. Today we have the Xamily Mafia. We're gonna have them introduce themselves.
Me first? Yeah. My name is yvngtwitch, aka the Wild Boy. Go check me out.
My name is lil.sizzer, aka Scissor Santana, aka Mr. Talking Shit.
My name is Khmarry, aka the Free Spirit. I'm from Marion, Indiana.
I'm from Lumberton, North Carolina.
I'm from Indianapolis.
Xanny Mafia IG.
Hell yeah. So, tell me a little bit about your childhood. What kind of kid were you growing up?
Nigga, I was being bad, nigga. Like I used to bite niggas and shit. What you talking about, nigga?
Okay, I wasn't on no weird shit like that, but I was definitely a violent little bastard. I ain't even gonna lie.
This nigga used to piss through the vents. I'll let you know.
Don't stop playing with me, bro.
I used to be fighting like a motherfucker because I was 5'2" until I was 17 years old. So I was fighting like a motherfucker.
Well, at least you hit the 5-foot mark sometime. It took me getting expelled and some more shit.
16 years, I'm finally 5'10". That's it.
Wait. Yeah, you right.
Psych, I lied.
Okay.
I fucking love it.
I was being bad, nigga. I started marrying, being bad. I was popular though. I went to Kokomo being bad. I was popular though. But then I got to Indy, and I guess being bad wasn't cool. Like niggas was like, nah, bro, we too grown for this shit. Nigga, I'll move back to Marion, nigga.
I was always play with niggas thought I was pussy because I was short, so I always just had to fight my ass off to prove I am not no bitch. I'm just short. But then I moved to Indiana, fought just a little bit, but then I cleaned myself up. I cleaned myself, got my shit together.
When did you move to Indiana?
I moved here at the age of 14. I think 14, 15.
See, me growing up in Indianapolis, everybody was bad, so I figured, hey, why not? You feel me? Why not do the same shit? And on top of that, I'm the youngest out of everybody, so I looked up to all the other motherfuckers that wanted to do what they was doing, just cause you feel me, you look funny as hell. So I was a misfit. I was a motherfucking rebel boy.
Hell yeah. So when did music come into play in any of you guys' lives?
Who wanna go first? Cause if I talk, it's gonna be a minute.
Let this bitch
go ahead, man. It's all good.
So I think at the age of like 7 or 8, I saw my uncle. He had like this little studio in his room. I always fuck with music all my life, but I didn't know you could make that shit at your crib. So seeing him do that shit, I was like, bro, let me do that shit. I'm 7 to 8 years old, nigga. Ain't shit I say rhyme. But I just still had a love and a passion. I was like, I told my mom, like, this is the shit I want to be. This is the shit I want to do. And nigga, some years later, I'm doing this shit now.
doing this shit.
Yeah.
Did you start with any instruments at all, or just music in general? You know what I'm saying?
I played the drums all my life. And then I did a little bit of the organ, the piano.
Oh, for real?
Oh, nigga. Shout out my nigga Eli, cause that nigga was rapping. I was like, oh, you can do that. I can do that too, nigga. Just started rapping. Like, I ain't got no code that story, nigga. I just knew this bitch.
I think I was like 7 to 8. It was my 3rd grade talent show, and I did this real old school ass song that all the old heads fuck with. But you feel me? I've always been that entertaining type, considering I got so much shit that I be doing. You feel me? I was always trying to find songs that I could actually, you feel me, take off with. And it just so happened that the thing I was best at out of everything was making music. So that's what I went with.
Hell yeah. So when it came to like, let's say experimenting, did you guys ever do weed, anything like that?
I think it's probably the craziest thing I've done.
I used to smoke, but then like, I don't know, I think I had a bad heart. Like I haven't smoked, drunk, like none of that shit in some years. People get surprised like, oh, you don't smoke? I don't do shit. Nigga, I be rocking the fuck out.
And then there's me. They don't call me the wild boy for nothing. Cause nigga, let me fucking tell you. I done did a lot of shit. I done done a lot of shows off a lot of shit. I done been everywhere off a lot of shit. And everybody, I will say this, it's a hell of a lot less noticeable with some doses. That shit actually works. Just a tip for anybody.
So when did you get the name Free Spirit? Was that from when you were a kid, or like?
I was also part of another group called Wisdom. Marcy was in it too. And like, I'm like, bro, everybody need a nickname, and like, I'm the Free Spirit because I do all styles. It's just go crazy on every single site. You know, I got something in that. And like, shit, you be seeing us like teeing the fuck up. We just tee the fuck up all the time. So like, anybody stopping my ass, death couldn't do it, nigga. But that's why I'm the Free Spirit.
When did you guys all link up?
I met him, I think my freshman year. Believe it or not, I was fighting somebody in the lunchroom, and his ass was just pulling me up. His ass was trying to break up the fight and shit. And then, like 2 days later, the school was like, okay, well, we need a halftime show. And he was like, anybody in here rap? Anybody in here rap? I was always doing little freestyles on Instagram, so I'm like, what, man, fuck it, nigga, I rap, what the fuck? And then we just been clicked in ever since.
Did you go to high school in Fort Wayne?
No, I went to high school in Marion.
Oh, okay.
It was actually like my second year living here.
Okay.
I was
I don't even know where Marion is.
what? Stay away from
I've
her.
never
Stay away from
Like, it's crazy. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
What would you describe it like Marion overall?
Generic.
Poverty.
Yeah,
There's so many abandoned buildings and shit like
Any of y'all ever been to the south side of Indianapolis?
Yeah, we've been all over. We worked all
Imagine
over.
the south side of Indianapolis, but like smaller. That's what it is.
I can't even say that. I can't even say that. Niggas in
Trash. It's
That's
hell.
terrible.
Horrible.
Mary's just it's just generic, bro. It's Indiana, bro. Like it's just generic. People got small minds and shit like that. Like
everybody want to beef with each other instead of getting money, being lame as hell.
I say to myself, please.
When did you guys move out of Marion?
Oh, we did.
Oh, you
Yeah.
still? Okay, I thought you were from Marion.
I used to go to school, so the way I'm actually up here is because I used to go to school up here, and like I used to get shows here. Basically, meet people, Camp Talk kids, you know, meet niggas like Live Venue and shit like that, and brought these niggas along every now and then, and I mean we looked at them.
Was that you guys' first show though? How you guys met?
Yeah.
What about you?
Alright, so I met both of them at different time periods. I met him, I kind of knew of him before I met him, but I officially met him because of this guy. He put me on the card for a show in Marion, and he saw me spit for the first time and said, fuck with me. This dude over here, the way I met him, it was my sophomore year of high school. I think I was like 14. And this motherfucker was selling candy bars in the lunchroom, dead ass.
Awesome.
And I walked up to him and I'm like, you do music? He was like, hell yeah. He said he was interested in it or some shit. He didn't say he'd do it, but he said he was interested in it or some shit. And then he asked me what I want to buy. And with my hot ass, I was like, fuck it, we get 4 candy bars. And we just been cool ever since.
So what was your first show experience like?
My first show, I was 14 years old and I was in the backyard of this church. That is. But it was like this big ass field and some people came, moved some shit around, had some speakers and shit out there, and they brought a Bluetooth mic out. And there was this one dude that my grandma was fucking with, and it sounds weird to say, but there was one dude that my grandma was fucking with. He had heard me, you feel me, spitting little freestyles in the bathroom while I was washing my hands with some shit. So he brought me up on the stage and he was like, hey, I want you to perform one of those songs you did in the bathroom, but out in front of these people. I swear to God, it's like 2,000 fucking people here because they having this big ass like church birthday party type shit and everybody brought their mama and grandkids. So it's like 2,000 fucking people out here and I gotta figure out how to censor one of my damn songs because even at 14, I was a very explicit motherfucker. So I'm sitting here in my head as I go along just making up shit just to make it rhyme and make it make sense without getting chastised.
Right.
And I knew from that little moment on, it was that. You feel me? It was something. The feeling that I got having everybody smile at me and shit. That's just amazing.
When was the Xamily Mafia established?
Well, Xamily been a thing since 2018, 2019, but it wasn't music based. I was the only rapper